And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And he's got Fitzgerald. 11 yards for number 11.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Johnson. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's Palmer to throw. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. To throw is Palmer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 29. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fitzgerald. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on second down. Palmer throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fitzgerald. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy, because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's a thinking man's receiver as well.
And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Palmer. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fitzgerald. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Let's go!
On first and 10, Dobbs being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On second down, it's Bell. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
On second down, Dobbs. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Here we go! Brand 38!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Dobbs now on second down. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Corey Peters breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now Palmer back into his end zone. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up, They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing here, Dobbs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Carlos Dansby. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Palmer to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Palmer. Lets it go for Nelson. And just shutting him off there. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I go out for my squad and I put that on. Squad? All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad? Yeah, they gon' look at you different when you moving forward. But you stick to the code, you get yours, I get mine. Squad? Yeah, I go extra high. it all. Question that who gon' have your mama back, your mama back. Think about it, it's so much more to life, take advantage. We gon' get this money, stack this paper, and be alright. We gon' run it, keep on finish on sight. I go out for my squad and I put that on squad. All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad. Yeah, they gon' look at you different when you moving forward. But just stick to the code, you get yours, I get mine. Squad.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Fitzgerald's Cardinals going up against Browns Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. again the drive with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Throwing is Palmer. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Johnson running right. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run the sneak. Palmer. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it. But don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Over the middle, it's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Palmer gives to Johnson on the draw. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Johnson on the counter. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Thirteenth play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Palmer now. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. the gun. Dobbs. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Dobbs. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A give to Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Back to throw, Dobbs. James has got it. Complete. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The give is to Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Now Dobbs. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Here we go.
This is Bell. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Spins past him. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie us at 3-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And it's up and good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Palmer. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On third down, Palmer going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Now Brown. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. First half in the book. Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. This fielded at the 2. Muscles him off. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go!
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go! What? None! What? None! Flex round!
Dobbs is throwing. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. And Palmer gives to Johnson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. It's caught. Nelson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 30 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for an Arizona 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Johnson. And he is knocked down from the side. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. They go to Johnson again. And brought down but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Johnson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Carson Palmer taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Pitch it out to Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Back now in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
To throw is Dobbs. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? None! What? None! Flex round! Flex! Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it with Bell. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Palmer to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later, because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive line.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. The 40, the 30, 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing this one out for Fitz. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Sean Davis with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On the counter, here's Bell. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Dancing to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And they're definitely showing blitz here. 2nd and goal to go now. They'll try again with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Boswell's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Palmer to throw. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Palmer.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And Nelson's got it here right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Throwing now is Palmer. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now it's Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And Dawson missed it. It's wide to the left. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy sod. Plus, you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, he kind of chunks this one, and it's no good.
Here's Dobbs to throw. A screen to Bell. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Josh Morrow.
Sack lunch, baby. Yum, 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 yum.
As we go on, like we do, like we.
That girl is poison like Velvet DeVoe. We have a barbecue to do at 4. Swimming pool party. Will be laid out for free. Little kids, get down. I have a bus pull up with Tommy the Clown to do the jerk. Go to work and do that dance that'll make your whole body hurt. Playing Bombardier, calm and clear. This that time of the year for everybody to be boisterous. Rock with Snoop Dogg and rejoice to this.
As we go on, like we do, like we do. When it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you, chill with you. What you need, what you need. There's a little sunshine in the summer breeze. Yes, baby, if you feel the same, let me know. If you feel the same, let me know. I wanna know. Yes, I do. What you got to lose?
Shined up my white walls, night falls. I'm feeling good. I'm doing things that you never would, like surfing with the sharks or shooting in the dark, riding on a bike with my grandson at the park. Evolve while I elevate, take flight, levitate, breakfast for dinner. I'm cold as but summer ain't the winter. Finna, bender, Kona, on a 3-wheel motion. I'm headed to the ocean, caravan full of cars, neighborhood stars, up, the
just chill with you, chill with you. What you need, what you need. A little mind at ease. There's a little sunshine in the summer breeze. Yes, if you feel the same, then let me know. I wanna know. Yes, I do. What you got to lose?
feel like the world's spinning like a satellite. The sun is blasting out, rainbow light, rainbow light. You got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything I make you feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Girl, you got me like come on. You got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like ooh, I'm feeling you, yeah, yeah. You got me like yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me like I'm a running man, sandals slipping off my feet on the sand, counting up the bills with my dominant hand. Yo, choose up, take this, appreciate it. This too, if I tear up the rim shot. I'm going global, coast to coast like my G.I. Joe present. I've yet to see a Cobra. So off my rocker got me sipping club soda. Some bombs never go off, some stars never blow up. I'm pitching in, never in the dugout. Reaching in my and I can't take a head count. Flashback 03, things was looking run down. Now I set foot in the place, it's a luau. Killing like 10 counts. Y'all know how we get down. House with the fence around. Y'all know that we en route. Transition from the Impala to the Fisker. I should charge admission for that to get the dessert. Left the doors up, now the Lambo has pigtails. Since you getting comfy, I'ma let you sit there. I'ma let you stay there. When I shed a tear, they didn't have no care. So I'ma charge retail. I brought some cause you say you want sick. If you love sick in the room, you best get well. Every dog has its day. What the no tuck. Tway Lee Winter Magazine, double XL. Floss with your Gucci on. Dipped in colors burst on the cars and the jewels. I'm a wanted man.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Deshaun Watson's Texans going up against Palmer's Cardinals.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Ready for football in Arizona as Phil Dawson boots it away. So that one will be accepted.
on the counter. It's Miller. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Third and long. It's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run. It's Miller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Throwing again is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Johnson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Palmer will throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It's a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Again, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Palmer gives to Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
And now out comes Houston. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. If you're going to throw the ball downfield, probably in your best interest to avoid a defensive back as good as he is.
Yeah, anybody who was a starter in last year's Pro Bowl, you know, a guy with that type of aggressiveness, smarts, ability to play the football, yeah, it's a good idea. Avoid him.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
He's going to sling this deep down, trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. On second down, here's Palmer. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. 23 yards on the play.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson taking it in from a yard out, and the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And now out comes Houston. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Watson now to throw, escaping the pressure right. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
He's going to let this one go deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from the desert after this. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. On second down, Palmer steps away to his left, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Carson Palmer, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Houston. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On 1st and 10, Watson buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking there for Bruce Ellington. That'll bring up 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it? Not good, and we saw the result.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Palmer. Dancing to Palmer's hit. Fumble. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Frosty Rocker. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. From his goal line here, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Play action from Miller. Now Watson forced out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 10 now. It's Palmer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 14. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now it's Palmer. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. To throw on 2nd down. Palmer. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing is Palmer. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll run it again with Miller. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans draw a bit closer. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. They go to Johnson again. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Finding some room at midfield. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And Palmer gives to Johnson. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to slither by. And now out comes Houston. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Morrow in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Corey Peters in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Fuller. Spinning away. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running, just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. Shedding through the defense. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 5. To Johnson again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
Make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a straight. Make it rain just to let you know. Tell a hater get up on my face. Yeah, I've been ballin' since like yesterday. Yeah, all this money all up in the way. All this money in the way. You know that I'm walking with the bank. Yeah, water, diamond on my ring. You know that I'm rockin', feel the blue. You know that, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a straight. Make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a straight. Make it rain just to let you know. Yeah, you cannot see me, the windows is tinted. Yeah, drive around right in that Bentley. Ay, you drive around right in that Bentley. Ay, but your shit, it just be rented. Yeah, but that is none of my business. Ay, money won't stop me, go straight to the top. Believe it or not, you like getting the same. Yeah, she know I'm a rock star. Looking at my chain on my dime.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping their number will be called plenty in today's game. It's Lacey's Seahawks going up against Peterson's Cardinals.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready for football in Arizona as Phil Dawson boots it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Defense showing blitz. Now Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield now, here's Palmer. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished 2nd. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought, was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game, get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get the 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Johnson on the counter. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run it with Johnson. David Johnson on his way. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 66 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frosty Rucker in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action now. Palmer. Man open left side is Brown. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, that's Logan. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet, right at the 45. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Cards are going to have a first down. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Palmer. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to fourth down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. Lockett in motion right. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Wilson on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Carlos Dansby. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this. After the interception, here's Palmer. And this one's incomplete. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Palmer to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down at the 17-yard line. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Johnson.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. On 3rd down, Palmer. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down. Now Wilson throwing again, eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Palmer's going to keep it on the sneak.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll throw it with Palmer. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
Indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it. And
they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. He gets it left side to Johnson. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
It's caught, Nelson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Again, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Palmer now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And Dawson's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays.
And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Here we go on 1st and 15. Here's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
To throw is Wilson, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker right when it leaves your foot.
you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get it. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down, Rawls. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Wilson again to Rawls. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
They go again with Rawls. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. On the ground, Rawls. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal of the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he is really laid out that time, knocked flat on his back. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught right side, Gresham. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're trying to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cliff Averill in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chandler Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And that's the play, that pick by Matthew, that will seal this football game.
The Honey Badger does it again. And I think one of the best nicknames that's ever been given. Just so inspired. He may not care, as Honey Badgers don't, but he understands how to get around the ball, and he just sealed another victory.
How do you know about the mental psyche of a Honey Badger?
That's always been the expression. The Honey Badger, he doesn't care.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. On third down, it's Logan, and he went. Be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for him. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. Throwing now is Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frosty Rucker in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One last shot for Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match.
I come here today to talk about how I feel, and I feel like that we are treated differently than other people.